Ah, there, mister. Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna wait for everyone to pour in. Let me send a notification to the Discord. 1 second, let's do that. Send. Alright. Ah, hello, everybody. Fluffalpaca of Falter here. Um, so, we're gonna be playing the Stanley Parable, the Ultra Deluxe edition, the one that came out, when did this come out? 1 second. It came out the 27th of April. I don't know. All I know is I'm like some dude from an office. So, yeah. Let's fire it right up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, let's do this. Please choose a screen and subtitle language. English. Let me turn off my fan. There we go. That's better. English again, I guess. I don't know if there was. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? I haven't played it before, but you know, I've watched plenty of playthroughs. So I guess no. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Alright then. Well, on the stream it doesn't look like that, although that might be my monitor. I'll just put it as this. What? Please enter the current time. It is 12:33 Eastern Standard Time right now. Oh, 34, but whatever. Broken clock is right twice a day. Anyways, note accessibility settings. Alright, that's fine. So, if you have absolutely no idea what the Stanley Parable is, pretty much, one-handed walking, I guess so. Presentation. That's nice. Alright then. Looks good enough for me. Alright, let's go. What we got here?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
It scared me.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
A little loud, I guess.
Of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, yes.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, yeah.
Something that would
shut that
forever
window.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, yes, he did. I think I'm just gonna follow the main, just basically listen to the narrator, I guess. So, yeah, let me change my field of view, actually, now I think about it. And I'm gonna change the sound to be just a, a tad bit, it's just... Yeah, that's better. I'd rather it actually sound quieter, like, in all reality, instead of the game volume on OBS's side, because...
This is the story of a man
who fell in a well. Anyways, I guess, I forgot, I think it's Sean Bean. I'm not sure who the fuck the narrator is, but I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played the Stanley Parable. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get the other ending.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
The game just fucking ends. Okay. Here it comes. Literally, just... Alright then. Thanks. Alright, so... let's just get that out of the way.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Memo. Alright. Oh, I remember this. Like, so very vividly. I can thank, Markiplier, I guess.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, the door on his left. But now I'm gonna follow the main quest line, I guess you could call
Yet
it.
there was not a single person here either.
Oh no.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Give me 1 second, everybody. Sincerest apologies for this slight little standing and doing absolutely nothing. What? Something happened? Oh. Okay then, that was... Oh, the projector's on, okay. Nice. What? Alright then. Oh. That's a thing, I guess. Huh? Alright then.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, he walked up to his boss's office. Huh?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay. So.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I get
But
it.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What? Oh. Alright then. Is this what I think it is? Because I can only slightly imagine.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I should let the narrator describe
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Describe
Mind
everything.
Control Facility.
Oh, amazing. What is this? Escape? Oh, well. I'm gonna just follow what the narrator does, or says, I mean. You know. Just to get the base ending. So do I hit this button, right?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Oh my
horrible
God.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. It's the, monitor room thing. I remember this. What is this?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So it was... I forgot what his, office number was already, but... Dang it.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and for all. Okay, let's do that. How do I do that? I'm thinking way back, you know, it's like, I wonder. But, anyways.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
that was scary. That was quite spooky. This whole part of it is quite spooky if you think of it as like an actual game, or not like a,
Blackness
what am I saying?
and a rising chill of
like an actual
uncertainty.
story. Oh my god, you know.
Was it over? But, Yes, He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Alright then.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy. Beat the game. I got an achievement that says beat the game. Get your first achievement. Oh my god. I feel honored. Anyways. 427, okay, I'll remember that. Look at
All
that.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh no, what could...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, what could it mean? Anyways, it's, what is it? So pretty much, you might think, oh yes, you know, if you've never experienced what the Stanley Parable is, basically, this guy, yeah, it was explained, but basically this guy walks out, he's like, where the fuck is everybody? And he's like, oh, okay. And, you can choose to follow the narrator, or don't. That is completely up to you.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
And eventually it gets pretty comical. You know, said left, but...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it. Okay.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Speaking of drinks, can I, please? I want my soda, damn.
Yes, really worth it being here
Okay.
in the room. A room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I missed that. Okay, what's this? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for... Is that coming out of my life insurance? Anyways.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
No, stuff
I'm
it.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Stuff
but
it, friend.
The fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
I literally pre-ordered flowers for
This is it,
Mother's Day.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem
Calm
yourself.
down.
To put your work
Anyways.
aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay then. What's this? Oh yeah, that scared me.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone. Oh, who is it? Is that you, Martha? The fuck?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm
Oh.
just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Well,
All right. Okay, there we
it's
go.
definitely not Mom.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Holy shit, what?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Like I said before, shove it.
Sorry, but you're in my story
Oh,
now.
fuck you. Lady puts a fucking brick wall.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, great. Good morning, and press L on your keyboard. Why L?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press G. Okay.
Look at him there.
Oh, I
pushing
see.
buttons,
I see what's
doing
happening.
Exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
How about I say, I'll chuck you the bird and, press, numpad 0. Oh, okay, maybe that is an input. I. No. H. It's nearby G. It might. Wait, no. How about J? In the English alphabet, it's. Oh, fuck. Never mind. I have to push G.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Please press O and watch TV. Oh, what if that's a 0? Oh, man. Fuck. Anyways, what if it's numpad 0? I tried to press that before. Oh, okay. What if it's G? Oh, man. Yeah, it's definitely an O.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
This is depressing. Poke. Hello, not wife, I guess, apparently.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press V to prepare dinner. Alright.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Down one path lay
It's
an
the
enormous
office.
round room
I see.
with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved
Trademark.
in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Okay. Please press N.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Please press K, okay.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Please press V to go to sleep. Alright.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, The next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
What? Boop.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand
man.
that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press T to question nothing. Alright.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
No.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh god. You know, if it wasn't a horror game, if it wasn't comedic, if it wasn't like psychological, what is this parable? Anyways, that ending, I don't know. It's like, what the fuck, sort of. I guess, I don't know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright then.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I vividly
Wow.
kind of remember
Yes,
an ending
this room.
with some sort of
What a
like storage
beautiful
closet,
room. Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
and you could like piss off the narrator of some sort. What's this?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, certainly he did. This is back on track, right? Where does this go
But
again?
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Oh, thanks. Hello. Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Yep.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay then. What is this? Is this a truck? I mean, it kind of looks like one, but you know how the eyes work.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think there's like a notepad here, actually, that's like an ending, I think. If I remember correctly, there's like a note of some sort, right? Alright then, well, whatever. Let's get going, I guess. I'm... Oh. Odd. Not too sure. Huh. It's okay. I hate Mondays. Alright.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Oh.
Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay, then. Good night. Narrator, please. Please. Whatever. I'm gonna go the opposite way, then. What this? Where's this? Huh? Oh, okay. Welcome to the back rooms, everybody, but not really, because... Oh, it's a maze,
I'll
alright.
say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, alright then. Bye-bye. Okay. Looks like the save is corrupted or
All of his co-workers
like
were
that,
gone.
I guess. I don't know.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. What now? The doors are missing. Can I? Oh man, no, never mind.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
There's not
I
even
might be
2 doors
remembering
now.
This wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, alright then. Wait, what the... Hold on a second, there's the outside, but... Then what is this room? Wait, what? Okay. Never mind. Let's not try to make sense of illogicals and all that. So, can I open up this? No? Oh, alright then.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I might just... These are my steps. This ain't the office.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Where
I
are
don't
we?
think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you. $25 was worth it.
No,
Buy
I don't
this,
feel right about this
I
at all.
guess.
We both
Something
know
like
you didn't
that.
put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
I don't even know what
care
this
what
place
might happen
is.
this time. I have to restart.
Oh, alright. Alright,
All right, I've got a solution.
What?
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
okay. Let's do this.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Okay.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny.
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination? even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact,
what is
the
this?
skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what?
The train
I
of
think
thought.
what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Please don't be. What is this? What is this music? It's terrifying. And loud, I think.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Thanks. Should I transplant it somewhere? Alright then, whatever.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Alright.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. Let's
Now,
go.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay, then. Let's do that.
Oh, no, not you again.
Not you,
Stanley,
trademark.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Alright then. I'm just not gonna acknowledge that it's went through the ceiling, okay? I guess. It just crashed through the ceiling at one point. It's like,
we get to
yeah.
make a decision. From here, the story is
Looked
in
like a
our
squirrel tried to
control.
barge through the
How
ceiling.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay,
all
so
right.
I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which
do
means
that.
that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Another
Come,
victory,
Stanley,
I guess.
our destiny awaits.
What?
Oh, hold up, what's this?
What?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the
A
game
long time
eight
since
times?
it
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Please don't jump scare me.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh no, don't do that. Game. What? Jeez. Alright then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I don't know what it means by Ultra Deluxe when it comes to like the re-release, I guess. Like I think it comes with something else, but personally I'm not too sure about it. I don't know. Anyways. Huh? Is that the fucking... I know it. I know it. There's something afoot.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. What do we got here? No? Oh, alright then.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Broom closet? Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
I
So
know
he
about
turned
this
around
one.
and got back
This is
on
what I was
track.
talking about. This is what I was talking about. The broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
This is where you drive the narrator insane by just being in a broom closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Doing fuck all, I guess.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You
like
do
broom.
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Okay. Well, I never would have thought to either, but...
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
It was my favorite. Oh my god, I love the broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh. What? How is this gameplay? What do? Oh, it make click noise. But the other, the one on the right doesn't. What the hell? Intersecting. Oh, hey. Is that how you move forward? Oh, nice. And that just cool. Huh. It's a little closet.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, okay. Oh, broom closet. I wonder.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus?
I have fish,
You
I
can
guess.
hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I do have 2 goldfish downstairs, but I don't think that they can understand. You can't jump? What do you mean you can't jump? No? Either way, I wonder. What if I just, like... whatever. I didn't know if it was an actual
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nah, too bad. I wonder if that's an actual ending, though. Wait, what is this? Okay, somebody screenshot that. Actually, let me do it, actually, now I think about it. I'm gonna screenshot this. Alright. Hopefully that's, like, good enough. Let me see if I can
But
read
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
that.
As
Sure
Stanley
doesn't.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Technology.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. and at last he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh,
All
what
right,
a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His
makes
co-workers
sense.
weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then
Whoa,
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Boo! Sorry. Sorry.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Sorry.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, then. Quite spooky. Quite spooky. Oh, shit. What? What? It was, fizzing up too much. But, huh. Oh, this is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On his left. Alright then, let's do that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright then.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What if I just do this again, though? I wonder.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
I just realized
For
I'm
example,
repeating this.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
That
And
is
at
the
last,
definition
he
of
came to the
insanity.
conclusion that had
I
been on the
guess.
tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I get
I'm
this.
dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an
Is
explanation.
there any way I could leave,
His
like, the
co-workers weren't
skylight or
actually
something?
gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Let me see.
Then he imagined himself soaring through
Aw,
space
man.
on a magical
Never
star
mind.
field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
You know, personally, I'm gonna, start over, because I don't want to listen to this again. Wait. Huh? Because I already did the ending and stuff. Wait, what?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Personally, I don't want to listen to that again, but no. Yeah, no. I probably just
Yet
screwed
there
up
was
and
not a single person here either.
missed
Feeling a
something.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay. Thanks. No. Just kidding. I love the broom. Look at that broom. Look at that single texture. Sorry. So. Oh,
Coming to a staircase,
Aw.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright then. Well, whatever. Wait, what if? Executive bathroom? To be rich, is it a crime? To have to just pick one, I see. Extreme bathrooms. Can I? What is that? Candle? Okay. Alright then. Whatever that was. the fuck? Business strategy? I just saw that. I was like, business strategy. Yes, although that's my business strategy, you know. Huh? Okay. Yes, that is a wonderful business strategy. Just intimidation. What? What? Alright then. Give me 1 second. Actually, is there like a... Is there a, let me make this C, actually. There we go. Can this take any longer, please? Oh, okay. Well, let's go down. Stupid music. Oh, what? A bullshit. I wonder. Oh, no. Never mind then. Is there any reason this exists, though? Why is the sanitizer really... I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, I really wonder why there's an elevator, though, actually. Is there any reason why it looks the same, though? What if I just keep on going up, though? Oh. You know what? That's alright. It's,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course,
oh, okay.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Alright then. I could not have possibly known this. Alright then.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Why does this pop up? Odd. Alright, well, what if, 1, 2...
2845.
1 second,
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, thanks, but... fuck. Alright then. Never mind. Wait, what if... Aw, man. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Why does this pop up? Huh, odd. Anyways, nothing. Nothing to really worry about. Where are we going? Who knows? Although we already kind of know, but whatever. Wonder what happens if
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yes, he
At
did.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
What is this? Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like
Wait,
plucking the
couldn't I,
eyeballs
like...
from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No, fuck you. I'm gonna jump. Huh?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Whoa. Okay. Other narrator. Whoa. Sorry. Huh? Oh, okay then.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I see. Okay. Wait, is this like the developer? Sort of like, in a sense, like the museum, in a sense, I guess, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. Corridor. Oh. Whoa. Did I do that? What if I... Are you really playing solitaire? Oh. Alright then. What is this? Boop. 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 Okay. Wait, did they not open? Shit. Alright. Button sounds. Alright. model design. Oh, is this like the credits almost? Something like that? Kevin Brady. I don't know why I thought Sean Bean. What the fuck is wrong with me? I was thinking of something else, and I feel terrible. Isn't he like an actor, actually? Now I'm thinking about it, it's like... What an idiot. Why did I think that it was... the other dude? Warzone. Oh. Really now? Making fun of people who like shooters? Okay, well. Interesting. Oh. I see. The lounge. The office. It's over here. The projector. Narrator email. Okay then. What's over here? The cargo lift. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Creepy. Trailers. Why is this here? What? What is this? Huh? Uh, is there a reason that should I be afraid?
He traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Stanley pushed the orange lever.
Creepy. But not too creepy. This is more of like a... I don't know. I like it. It's just behind the scenes sort of stuff. Just I don't know what to do now because it's like now it's it's kind of just throwing me for. By the way, here's all the secrets. Enjoy. Is there an end to this? I don't know, it's just uncomfortable, I guess. I don't know how to put it. Oh. Hey, hold on.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh. Do I?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
True.
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
I don't know if I should have done either. Uh. Did I win? Oh.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
I'm sorry, what? What do you mean? New contents? What do you mean new contents? What is...
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
New contents? Okay. What is this? Please don't kill me. Again. huh?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands
That's not a good
the world
look.
of the
I'm sorry
Stanley
for
Parable,
anybody who
delighting
hates
audiences
needles.
the world over.
Sorry.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay. What's here? Oh. Alright then. Well, never mind.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I just realized they had to get this guy back.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
The jump circle?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
The achievements lied to me. So is this really what it is? Amazing. What? Okay. 1 second.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Yep, they had to get this guy back, and his voice, he's on point, I gotta say. Just realizing, you know.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay, then. What? What is this place? Oh.
Psst. Stanley!
Fuck off.
Come over here! In the vent!
Oh, okay.
I want to show you something!
What is it? Coffee nut. Okay. Thanks. What's down here? Ow. My leg. My leg! Sorry. Shouldn't be shouting.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
So I had a dream like this. Like, I can vividly remember some sort of archway like this, and that was like, it was like the enemy and whatnot and stuff, I guess. I don't know.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Am I gonna get indoctrinated or something? Sorry. I swear.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I don't know if this is like... Wow. No fucking way. What is this? Is this actually like a little toolbar that they had on the side back then for Mozilla? Be my Valentine. Okay. It's October, but okay. Oh. I don't know if this is like a joke on how, just how like, you know, People are like, oh, the nostalgia. Smile because it happened. What the fuck? This is the first dollar bill that they got from an initial sale. It's like a scan of an actual dollar bill, I think, right? Alright, sorry. Demonstration. Working away, that's cool. That's quite cool. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. It's impossible to get this achievement. One second, let me go look on Steam, see if there's an actual, like, give me 1 second. Is there an actual achievement? Let me see. Yeah, it's literally a test achievement. Please ignore. Test achievement description. Replace this. 21%, 21.9%, and it's just the default, like, you know when you have a textureless thing in Gmod? It's just that neon purple with black checkerboard sort of thing. Supergirl outside. Don't play this for 10 years, what? Commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Speedrun. The Stanley. Not including loading times. Okay. Thanks. What's 8? Well, back to the game. Okay. Oh, hey, that's the ending we almost got. Or we did get. Deals tough choices. Los Angeles Times. What the fuck? You just take, like, the stretch tool and
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
oh, that's quite sad, but, just because it got re-released or something, right? What's down here? No? Alright then. Thanks for nothing. Yeah, alright then. Well. That a boy. What's up here? Oh, it's a smiley face. Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. There's a Collector's Edition? No shit. I'd love to actually have that. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Yeah, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Weren't they? I hope so. I mean, yeah.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
My hand was off the the keys, and I was like, how do I back up? I was like, oh no, it's gonna crush me. Damn it. That was actually intense because of my own stupidity. I love it when games do that. They make you like, oh no, I could screw this all up, but I didn't. What's this? Not recommended. Can I change the settings? Textures. Aw. Aw, that's sad, alright. It's just textureless. Well, slightly, not really actually textureless, but... What's this?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Yep. Well, thanks for, reminding me of my own thought-provoking stuff.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so
Why
the
the fuck is
narrator
the...
can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Why the fuck is the
A skip
crown
button?
morphing?
Well, yes.
Oh.
Yes, I think we can do
Goodbye.
that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Oh my God.
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
What's over here? Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, wait, hold on a second.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes
I wonder
impossible
just
to
how
manufacture.
long...
It went on for nearly
How long is he
10,000
going to
years,
ramble
until
on?
just yesterday, here and there,
So I
forward
can
and back,
prove to
and
him
never a
that-
moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the
Memories
only
lie,
thing there
but
is. How
they're
many
not
billions left until so much more
always
than forever ago? Which is why I
rose-tinted.
say the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
Been
blah,
far.
blah, blah, blah,
Wants to
blah,
look
blah.
more
We've
like.
eaten too much, and it can't be just
Okay,
yet.
I
No,
understand. And
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, to all of the choices you've ever made?
I understand what it is.
Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Oh,
Wasn't
shit.
there a door that led into this room?
Yep.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
Yeah, there was.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your...
Nope.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
It's been a week. Okay.
Weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always... Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything.
You're dead, not big surprise. Hey, don't fucking... What is that? Is that a smoke alarm? Shit. That's loud.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. as though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole time. They are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter...
I'ma just...
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
Well, okay. Something happened. Sorry. Oh, hey, there's a light. Alright, well... Wait, what? Oh, I thought I got stuck. I was like, oh, no. No, it's... Nature is taking over, I guess. As it be. Oh. Wait, what? What? Never mind then. This is fucking scary. I don't like that. The shit. Shit, alright. What the fuck is this? Okay, I guess there's no way but here and... Sorry. I had to do it again. I'm sorry. Whew. Anyways, well, that was quite tense. And what the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Last time I ever do that, or for the stream, I mean, I mistyped. It was a misinput. So, yeah.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I wonder what randomly clicking does, if that's anything. I shut off every computer. Input received? What the fuck? What do you mean? Oh, what? Huh? Oh.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Input received. Odd. Okay. Well. Quite strange, if I do say so myself. Is this just gonna be here permanently? Whatever you say, I guess.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
That's
When
new.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I guess I'll just like...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red... All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
I mean,
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end,
yet
it
from
was
now
all
it's
for nothing. Because
2013,
this is what
but-
you wanted to
okay.
see.
Sorry.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I mean, I guess so.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Huh. Worldwide leaderboard. Are these actual people? They can't be. A dead rat. Oh. I feel nothing. That's nice, thank you. Thanks anyway.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Holy crap, that is... I don't like that sound. It's not good.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more.
Wait,
Come,
isn't
let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
this Firewatch? Wait, what? This is Firewatch, okay. Oh. Alright. Sorry. Alright. Well, this is Firewatch then. Let's do this.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
Wait, what?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No
Can
right
I?
or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us
Love
out
how
of
the
here.
texture is just
Let's find
stretched on
another
the side.
game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Jonesy Lake.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What now?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Wait, this is Rocket League, so... Okay.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
There's a issue Oh, okay. What team am I on? Alright. Will this actually explode?
Hold
Oh,
on.
fuck.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Sorry. Oh, fuck. Huh? What the fuck? This is terrifying. What? Oh, shit. That's not good. Yep. The fuck? Oh. I thought that was somebody. Okay, no. That
I wonder
was...
what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Huh? Okay, then. No narrator? Oh, jeez. What...
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. Uh...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Thanks.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I just noticed that the broom closet is boarded up.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is there anything in here now? um... You know what? I think I'm all set. Alright, well... I don't know what to say, other than, hey, it's been an experience, I guess. I mean, a little bit, at least. So... Yeah, I guess, that's the Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe, I guess. There's probably way more to it. And I think I'll do a stream that's guided. What I mean is, I'll have a guide off to the side that rhymed. I'll have it off to the side, and it'll just tell me what to do, pretty much, and stuff. And I'll see about getting the other endings. But I mean, it's been 2 hours. It's been a nice 2 hours. I think it's okay if I end the stream here. Fortunately, nobody attended the stream. I saw that there was like somebody who popped in and out every once in a while, but it doesn't look like anyone's here right now. But that is completely fine. I don't mean that as an offensive, just nobody's here, so I'd rather I don't know how to say it without sounding like a I feel like I can't put justice to the content if, like, I'm not taking feedback, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. That's something like that. Hopefully it's understandable. But it's been a nice 2 hours, anyways. So I'd like to thank you for watching my stream. And if you liked the content here, I would be very, very pleased to see you hit the follow button. Even if you turn off notifications, I would like to see it. It would give me confirmation that what I'm doing is good content. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. We'll try something else tomorrow. It'll be Friday, so maybe there'll be more people, I guess, in a sense, because I'll have time off and all that. Not that it's necessary, I don't know. I'm weird like that. I'm just too concerned about. I don't know. Don't let people. It's kind of what I need to take it to heart as well. Don't let other people be your verification that what you're doing is, you know, that what you feel is right, in a sense, but not like in a sense of like, if you know that it's okay and it's not bugging anybody and it's not harming anything, then I don't know. So something I have to follow, I guess, too. Anyways, thank you. I will see y'all later. And like I said, I don't mind talking to people in chat, and it's okay. Uh, I understand some people like it after, after one like the VOD and stuff. It's okay too. It's all right, completely fine. But yeah, I would love to see a follow. Just have some confirmation. Anyways, enough begging. I guess. Let me just end the stream here before I don't know, turn to a melted pile of ice cream. Or whatever. Oh, let me just pause that. Alright. Well, see you all later. Have a great night.